Hello. This is my second try at this. Hopefully our connection is more stable. I'm going to wait for people to come over here. I tried doing a live, and from the minute I started, the connection was unstable. So hopefully this one will be better. I'm going to have some tea while I'm waiting for people to join. Hi, Jennifer. Welcome over here. Glad you found it. Hi, Jelly Bean. Hi, Travels Addict. Bonjour. Hi, Mike Klein. Great. Thanks. Yeah, I can't. I know some of you said to reboot, but when I refresh, which is the only way I can really do it, it kicks me out of I can't go back into the stream. It's weird. But I don't know if it's just this computer or it seemed like when I had my old computer, sometimes I could reboot, but no. Anyway, hopefully this will hold for at least enough to do a video. So howdy, hi, hello. It's Saturday. Happy Saturday. Hi, When Someday Came. Stay tuned. Sun Zach, Justin, Jane and Juan, Malia, hola. Oh, yeah. She says, hola. Compadres. I don't even know if compadres is right. Hi, Katarina. Hi, May. Hi, Lumen. I know. We get snow on Monday also. Yeah, which is going to kind of wreck something for me, but whatever. So I still have a little thing in my nasally, throaty thing, but I'm much better. I mean, I'm just at the very tail end of like stuff draining out kind of thing. So I'm okay. Hi, Jean-Marc. Welcome in. Hi, Jane. Hi, Kirby Gal. Bronwyn, I saw that you were the first one to comment on the other one. Thank you. Hi, T. Marie. Sign of Nate. You guys are all coming in. Thank you. Hi, Ciara. Hi, Rickery Van Life. Okay, and Rhonda, it was on the other stream, but I loved your initial comment. It was so funny how everybody, no pushing or shoving to get in line. That was funny. Anyway. Okay, I'm live. Hi, Mary. Okay, so yeah, hit the like button right away because you may not like the rest of it. No, I'm just joking. You will be fine. Yeah, the candle behind me, if you guys watch my spiritual channel, you know that I'm running a protection candle right now to cleanse myself of negative energy that may have been put upon me or attached to me in some way. So I've been burning that for 3 days, and that's only as far as it's gotten. I mean, not constant, because I'm not going to run it at night when I'm asleep, of course. But as long as I'm in the apartment, I have the candle on now. I started today, so I got to work down at least a ways into the candle. Anyway, I say I have a little like goal thing that I put under the candle, and then also I talk about my intention every time I light the candle. So yeah. Yes. Oh yeah. Sorry, I was listening in on other people's stuff over here. Yes, I am alive, Ciara. Yes. Hi, Toby. Welcome in. Wow, Katarina, 50 in Sweden. The world is crazy. It is crazy. But yeah, we're supposed to get snow. I think it's just tomorrow. And we're only supposed to get, where I am, we're only supposed to get about an inch at most. So I'm more worried about the roads being icy. So I'll tell you how this whole snow thing, which was unexpected to me, is going to screw me up a bit. But, oh, I'm sorry, Jean-Marc. Is that the same car that hit the boar? Sorry. That was funny. Yes, it's a protection candle. That's correct. Yes. Oh yeah, I'm feeling much better. It's just stuff draining right now, and it's like every day it's a little better. But this has been about almost a week and a half, and somebody else, a viewer, commented that their cold lasted over 2 weeks, and it's like I get it now. So remember when I was so grateful at having a cold? I still am. I mean, it's better to have something you know than something you don't know. But yeah, it's not been fun. Yeah, Jean-Marc, maybe your car is cursed now. Maybe the boar put a curse on your car. When it died. I'm sorry, it's not funny at all. I take it the boar did die, right? Yeah, anyway. Hi, Tig Quilt from Maine. Yeah, don't put candles in your car. Absolutely. Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, HFC, I think so. When you're older, you do. I haven't had a cold in 8 years. Like, yeah, sucks. I'd like to go another 8 years without having one. That'd be great. Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't have sound on your cell, Faith. It should be fine. Oh, I'm sorry, my Klein. You have COVID. Oh, yeah, I feel you. I feel you. I'm sorry. I hope you don't have any complications from it. I really pray so. Hi, Lowell from Mexico. Hola. Yeah, you can sage a car. That's right. You could use some sage and sage the inside of the car, Jean-Marc. There you go. Yeah, everybody's sending you well wishes, my Klein. Yeah, it's not fun. It's been a bad year for people getting COVID, let me tell you. Okay. So anyway, so here's how the snow is messing me up. Okay. Um, my plan was I have a dental appointment on Tuesday, and it's to get a couple of things filled that I have a couple of chipped teeth kind of thing, and that needs to be addressed. And they were going to do that at the appointment, and then I want them to look at this premolar that needs to probably come out. But anyway, well, the dentist office is about 4 miles from where I am, 4 or 5 miles. When I made the appointment, it was the only one they had. Um, no, Jelly Bean, I don't have bronchitis. When I have had bronchitis, I always get a fever and I get gross phlegm, like bad looking phlegm. That's not what this is. It's just long lasting congestion. Anyway, so I was going to go to the dentist Tuesday, but it was the only time they could get me in, right? And so the transportation doesn't operate on Tuesday because it's Veterans Day. And I found that out like a week ago. So I thought, well, I'm going to rent a car because I haven't rented a car in about a month. I'll rent a car on Monday and keep it for 2 days. And then I'll have the car to drive down to the dentist, right? Okay, now we're getting snow and it's getting colder. And I'm like, I really don't want to drive on ice. I'm not worried about the snow. I'm worried about ice because we have hills. And so I really don't want to drive a rental car in that kind of situation. And yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Jennifer. Oh, no. It's all over the place. It is. No, it hasn't been over 2 weeks. Hasta la vista. I've had this about 9 days total, the cold. So, Ciara, there's better looking phlegm. Yes. Like I'll give you an example, not for too much TMI, but when I blow my nose, the reason I know I don't have a sinus infection is it's all clear. It's just clear. So when you have clear phlegm or clear whatever, you're not having an infection. So Just saying. CR, I would love to call an Uber, but we know how Ubers are in my area. Even if I could get one to go there, the chances of getting back would probably be bad. Oh, sorry, Rhonda. Yeah, I guess I keep freezing up on her cell phone. Wow, you're still running AC down there in Texas? Yeah, I know, Suzanne. I just don't feel real comfortable taking a rental car out when I know it might be icy. And I mean, yeah, I'm going to get insurance for it, but I still don't want to be in an accident in any car. But, I just, yeah, it just scares me. So I don't know. I'm waiting until Monday to see kind of, and then if I have to cancel and reschedule the dental, I will. I just can't believe that it's a combination of it being a holiday and the fact that I couldn't get transportation, plus the fact that it's going to snow. So anyway. Yeah, stay tuned. Thanks for telling me the picture and audio is fine. It's just it's people, I think, on their cell phones when they watch, sometimes there's a problem. Fluffy, I'll just call you Fluffy, okay? I think I had COVID 2 weeks ago. It's around my part of England. Oh, yeah, it's been bad this year. Hi, John. Welcome in. Yes, I had to switch, John, because the other stream, I basically couldn't even start it. It just was not connecting. Yeah, ice scares me much more than snow. And it's getting down below freezing at night on Monday, and then it'll warm up by Wednesday. So I wish I could just change the appointment easily, but I know this office is going to say, oh, it's going to be another 2 months before we can get you in. And there's nothing I can do about that. So I don't have Jelly Bean. I don't have a neighbor I could ask about that at this point. I've met some people here, but I don't really know people in the building. I don't feel comfortable doing that. And I really don't want to bug my landlady about it. I mean, I guess I could, but I just, because she lives outside of town anyway, and then she's got to come in and get me and then take me outside like 4 miles away and then back, like, and wait or whatever. Like, I just don't feel good about that. Well, I'm just going to call you Fluffy. I have to like it's breaking up is what's happening, the stuff. And it's like with the hot tea and laughing, it'll make me want to like cough it up. So, oh no, Fluffy, you're probably not used to my stream. Yeah, there's no public transport here. There is a community service bus, transport, van, whatever, but it doesn't operate on a holiday, and Tuesday's Veterans Day. So, oh no, they don't report that anymore, T. Marie. I don't know about all of Ohio, but in small towns here, I don't think it's great. That's why they have this community transportation possibility. But again, I don't trust Uber or Lyft to be available. I haven't ridden Uber in over a month. And I tried Lyft one day to get home just from downtown, and it still took me half an hour to wait for them, to be honest. There's just no drivers. There's just no drivers. I don't know why everybody told me Lyft was better, because it's not. HFC Uber will not let me prearrange days in advance. I don't know what day. So, which is possible I could try, but I have to be at the dentist at 11. So, I don't have a lot of wiggle room there. No, I don't, John. I'm fine. I'm on the tail end of this. I just still sound like, the way I sound, but oh my gosh. I really need a better computer to deal with this. It's the computer that's the problem. problem. Put out I can get a computer on a, I can, gonna still, okay, are you guys back? No, it's not the Wi-Fi. I have the best Wi-Fi they have. It's not the Wi-Fi. And I've got the top plan they have. And I don't have any problem when I use my iPad, but I can't live stream on my iPad. YouTube does not provide that for an iPad. So I would do it on my iPad, but I can't. So yeah, I'm just, and it's not a real great computer. And I think there's just a miss thing. And I know I already tried it. For those of you who are saying, don't do the Ethernet or do the Ethernet thing, it didn't work. I tried it. I got an Ethernet cable. It would not connect. So HFC, I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do a speed test. Sorry. Yes, Mary, as I shared before, I will be doing masks when I go out in public now. Yeah, but I don't think the dentist would mind in much. It wouldn't really matter, but I have a feeling it's probably better just to delay the dental appointment. I just don't think I'm going to get in for at least 2 months. So that's kind of sucky. And of course, maybe by the next time I can get into an appointment, I can have my own vehicle at least. So at least I have some control over that. Yeah, I did all that, Lumen. I changed the computer system settings. Still didn't, it would not, it was trying to get on Ethernet, but it wouldn't connect. So, and I know I'm not an expert about it, but I'm just saying I couldn't get it to work. And what I understand, Ethernet is actually slower than doing the Wi-Fi. So I don't see how that would really work for me. I really think it's the computer, unfortunately. Because like I said, my iPad and my iPhone, which are not, they're only connected to Wi-Fi. I never have a problem on there with them buffering about anything. Whereas on the computer, even when I watch movies, like streaming movies, it'll buffer sometimes. So anyway, yeah, I've got to get a MacBook. Absolutely. Yeah, well, my voice is almost, it's getting there. It's getting there. Okay, well, I'll try that WPEP to search a speed test. Who's deleting the comments? I'm not deleting the comments, so I don't know what you guys are talking about. Sometimes people put in a comment and then they they retract it and write something else. So I don't know what you're talking about. No one is deleting it on purpose. Like I don't have a moderator in here that can delete it, and I'm not deleting anything. So anyway. Pam, I don't think I've been doing too much information on that. Sorry. I could have gotten a lot grosser on it. So if you can't handle that, I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, this is a Lenovo laptop. So, I had a Lenovo before. It was fine. But this one is like, I don't know. I think it's slower speed or something. I even had problems in Europe with it on Wi-Fi. Remember? I did have problems even over there. So yeah, there you go, Zaza. Thank you for explaining it to people. No, YouTube doesn't. No, on the live stream, Malia, YouTube does not delete spammers. They do on a regular, like, regular video, but they don't. Oh, Ciara, it's been a while since I've driven in snow. I mean, I know how to. It's like I said, I'm more upset about ice. Ice is the killer. I've driven, snow is not a problem if it's not icy. So, I just don't think HFC, my computer really can run with the speed of internet here because I'm getting the fastest speed of internet. So there's some sort of like problem in the connection of it. Yeah, there's Intel on it, Jean-Marc. Yes, it's Intel on the Lenovo. Okay. Well, anyway, let's move on. We're about 22 minutes in. And oh yeah, somebody commented, I'm wearing my favorite sweatshirt. I'm not trying to promote Nike, but there you go. I have nothing against Nike. And but my lovely friends, Joan and Lou, sent it to me from France with my other stuff. So I got my favorite hoodie back. This is my favorite one. So yeah, thanks. I know they probably aren't watching this right now, but anyway, thanks to them. Oh yeah, walking on ice though. Oh my gosh, at our age, are you kidding me? At my age, yeah, that's my biggest fear is falling in on the ice, slipping on the ice. So yeah, yeah. When it's going to be icy out this winter, I will not be going out. Like, just won't. So even if I have a car by that time, I not only won't be driving in it, I will not be walking in it. So oh, I was going to say, have you guys seen I don't usually talk about movies on here, but I haven't been to a movie in a long time, like in a theater. Like, I watch movies online, of course. And I've been on a real kick with lately watching a bunch of uh, World War II Nazi era movies. Um, and I wanted to recommend one that's free on YouTube. It's called, if anybody likes the like, this is a true story of two men that escaped one of the earlier concentration camps in Poland. The movie's called The World Will Tremble. And I loved it. I saw it a couple nights ago. And The World Will Tremble. Anyway, I had not seen it. I think it came out a couple of years ago, maybe. I think it might have been an independent movie, but so well done. And boy, just when you think you can't dislike the Nazis more, yeah, then you watch that and you go, wow. So anyway, but in that vein, there's a movie coming out called Nuremberg, which is going to be in theaters. I think it started Friday. And I haven't wanted to go see a movie in a theater for a long time, but if I end up renting a car later in the week when the weather's better, because I still need to get out and do other things, I'm going to go see that if it's playing in my town. So, but I really want. If you've seen the promos for Nuremberg, it sounds so good. And I remember seeing the original movie that was made about that called Judgment at Nuremberg. Anybody remember that with Spencer Tracy and stuff? And so anyway, that's my World War II movie adjacent recommendations. Sorry. Yeah, I haven't been to a theater in probably 3 years to see a movie. I didn't go when I was in Europe because I thought I'm not going to understand it. Because I doubt the French theaters would have had English subtitles, So, um, yo, you mean Leah? You mean the Nuremberg movie? Yeah, it does look really good. Russell Crowe plays Herman Goering. So quite a thing. They do, Ciara, all French theaters have subtitles? I did not know that. Huh. Oh, Bronwyn, the name of the series I enjoyed a couple of weeks ago. I don't remember. I don't remember what I was talking about. Can you tell me a little more about what I said, and then it might jar my memory? Huh, mercy, huh? You've had internet issues all of a sudden. Well, we're having well, it's not raining today here, but when we have bad weather, I kind of expect bad internet. Anyway. Well, you could wear a mask, Pamela J. That's what I'm going to do at the movies. I'll just have a mask on in the theater. I don't expect it to. I'll go like at the earliest matinee they have, and it probably, if I go like on Thursday or something, it probably won't be that busy. We only have 2 theaters in town, so I don't even know if it's going to be playing here. So I got to look that up. Oh, Bronwyn says a TV series I loved. Was it? Oh, was I talking about the like my favorite series? It was Lonesome Dove. That's what it was, I think. Yeah, Lonesome Dove was my favorite series. Yeah. Oh, definitely. Well, I'm sure they'll give me the senior prize, Jean Marc. I'm not worried about that. They just look at me and they're going to give me the senior prize. I got a funny story about that, though. I was never real concerned about my age or aging or anything like that. But back when I was probably in my early 50s. I'm guessing 51, 52, something like that. I used to still go to movies a lot. I always went to like the early matinees that were cheaper, and I would go like usually once a month to a movie. And then for some reason, by the time I was in my 60s, I was kind of over the going to theaters very much. But anyway, I went to see this movie one day. And like I said, I'm only like 51, 52. In fact, my hair wasn't even like silver at that time. It was like I still had like hair color and everything. And I walked up to the booth to get a ticket, and the young girl there was probably like high school age. And she just looked at me and I said, "Yeah, I'd like a ticket to see I don't even remember what movie it was now." And she goes, "Oh, would you like the senior ticket?" And for some reason, it freaked me out because it was the first time somebody had ever asked me that, right? And I thought, what? And I looked at the thing and it said seniors like over 62. And I'm at least 10 years younger than that, right? And I kind of lost I lost my, what, there, standing there with this poor young girl. I felt bad about it afterwards, but I said, what? I said, do you think I look like I'm 62 years old? And then she's like, because of course, when you're probably 17, everybody over 30 looks old to you. So I'm like, I can't believe you would suggest that I'm a senior. And so she goes, I'm going to get the manager. And she gets the manager. The manager comes over. And I think the manager just wanted to start laughing at that point because it was so strange, right? And I said, well, I'm a little insulted. I'm like 51 years old or whatever at the time. And I said, I don't think I look 62. Why did she ask me if I wanted a senior ticket? If I wanted a senior ticket, I would have asked for the senior ticket. And then she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. No problem. Don't worry." She said, "We're going to give you a reduced price on your ticket anyway." I go into the theater and I'm like, man, I just had like a little stupid meltdown over that. That was ridiculous. I mean, now I look back on it and it was ridiculous. But nobody had ever thought I was a senior citizen before. That was the first moment. And it shook me up. Yeah. But I got a reduced fare anyway on the movie. So there you go. I did feel bad. I didn't say anything to her because she was in her booth, and I didn't say anything. But by the time I was sitting in the movie, I was feeling kind of bad. And I thought, well, at least she won't make that mistake again. You know, she will, because I mean, she probably was new on the job. And if somebody wants a senior ticket, they'll ask for a senior ticket, right? You don't just, you just assume they're old. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, I did. I had a Karen moment, Jean Marc, and that's not normal for me, but that was a shock to my system. I thought, man, I know I don't look 62. So anyway, that was my little weird story about movie theaters and tickets. Now I'd be insulted if they didn't give me a senior ticket. You know what I mean? Like, hello. Are people talking about seeing Richard Chamberlain? What does this have to do with? Did I miss how we got to Richard Chamberlain? Yeah, I think he was a very nice guy. I think he's passed away, hasn't he? Oh, I know way overreacted, Money Budget. It was so funny. I mean, I didn't call her any names or anything, but I way overreacted. Oh, that's funny. Well, I think we all have that moment when we get older, don't we? Where you don't think you're that old, and then all of a sudden somebody makes you older. Wouldn't that affect most people? Yeah, I think so. Anyway, I was just yeah, I kind of lost it. And what's funny is I used to work in a movie theater when I was in college in the ticket booth, and then I became the assistant manager of this theater. But so I've done that job, and I know you don't say that to people. You just don't. That's like saying to a woman with a big belly, "Oh, when are you due?" Like what if she's not pregnant? Anyway. Okay. Oh, thornbirds. Why? Oh, Fluffy, somebody brought up the thornbirds. Yeah, I saw that way back in the day. I actually preferred the movie, the series he was in, Shogun. Anybody see Shogun, about the Japanese culture back in the early 80s? That was really good. I really enjoyed that. Um, oh, Jean Marc, yeah, you don't want to say that. You don't want to say that to women. In fact, here's the rule of thumb: you never ask a woman if she's pregnant unless you actually see a baby emerging from her. Okay? It's just, you just don't do it. Um, oh, I'm not sure it's that different, Daughter of Earth. It still can be very offensive to people. So, yeah, well, Shogun was intense, yes. I learned some Japanese, though, watching Shogun. Ohio gozaimasu. Hi. It's like, I probably learned about 8 phrases or words of Japanese watching that show, which was great because they had people speaking Japanese. So, Ciara, like, oh yeah, you don't assume somebody's wearing a wig or not either. Yeah, that's a good one too. Yeah, there's lots of things you just shouldn't say. Like you just don't say to people. Yeah. And back to what somebody asked a little bit ago, I did read the book Lonesome Dove. I read it after I saw the show though. And I mean, the book is awesome. Larry McMurtry, incredible writer. The book is amazing. So there was a lot more in the book than you see even on the show. But, you know, yeah. Daughter of Earth, I would say that most people would not want to be act like they're 10 years older than they are, especially if they know they don't look it. Come on. Even guys wouldn't like that. I don't think you should just put that on women. Okay. All right. Anyway, let's get to some questions and stuff. Let's get off this because, gosh, I didn't know that bringing up an embarrassing moment at the movie theater would bring up such controversy. It's like, guys, lighten up, please. Yes, konnichiwa, Sunzak, exactly. Yeah, konnichiwa. Oh, I loved that show, Pamela, The Americans. I already know some Russian anyway, so I could understand some of it when I was watching it. That was a really good show, The Americans. If anybody's never watched that, really good kind of spy thriller show. So, I've never done online medicine. I haven't, so I can't speak to it. Oh, Lumen, he did the book Taipan too. Yeah, I didn't read that, but I've never seen the movie either. So, Fluffy, no, it's The Americans is about this couple that live in America, but they're Russian spies, double agents or whatever. It's just, but it's really good. I mean, it's hard to explain why it's so good, but it really is a good series. Um, uh, Sunzak's asking how much online medical calls cost. I don't know. Okay, any questions you guys have? Let's shift gears. You have fireworks there? Okay. Probably HFC, yeah, I think The Americans was based on an actual case, yeah. Yes, that's right, Suzanne, I think they are married in real life, the actors. That was just so good. It was just such a good show. In fact, I might rewatch it because I haven't seen that in ages. Yeah, I need a good series to watch. There we go. I'll finally get a question. When someday came says, any plans for Thanksgiving? No. I'm probably going to do a Thanksgiving live, actually. So stay tuned for that. I'm not going to have turkey. I am going to have the fixins with some pumpkin pie. That is what I'm going to do for Thanksgiving. So very simple. Have some stuffing, have some green beans, have some potatoes, and some pie. That's my plan. Our Thanksgiving is on the 27th of November, Fluffy. Well, I'm not going to be cooking probably while I'm doing the live stream, but you could be cooking, which would be fine. Yeah. Everything I'm going to have is going to be really easy because I'm buying the pie pre-made. I'm not making my own. So stuffing takes like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I might do like a baked potato instead of mashed potatoes, and then I just have to put that in the oven. Yeah, I'm making it really easy for myself. Getting some probably frozen green bean thing. John asked about doing things for. Are you asking everybody that, John? Well, I always think of my dad on Veterans Day because my dad passed away when I was killed in an accident when I was 10. So I always think about him on Veterans Day. Yeah. That sounds good, Zaza. Little game hens. Yeah, I just don't really want to. I really don't like, unless I'm getting together with other people, I really don't like to cook much on Thanksgiving. So I don't think it's all boomers, Jean Marc. I think it's me. Oh, it's not sad. Oh, you mean about my dad? Oh, thank you. That's sad. I thought you were talking about my Thanksgiving meal. Yeah. No, thank you. I don't think anything locally is going on for Veterans Day here. I haven't heard of anything, but since I don't have a car and I'm not out and about, I don't see like stuff, and I don't know. I have no idea. I have done that in the past, macadamian, with just getting a rotisserie chicken, but again, because I won't have a car, you really need to go and get that like day of or day before or something, and I'm not going to probably be going out then. So I have cooked my own chicken before too. I don't know, this sounds like sacrilege to people who love turkey, but I don't really like turkey that much. I like sliced turkey for a sandwich. Um, I don't like turkey, like the big bird that you put in the oven, takes forever to cook. And then I only like certain parts of it. Like it's just, I don't know. I've never gotten into turkey. So it always seems like it's too dry or tough, overcooked, undercooked. Like it's just hard to get it right. Um, and everything is so much more expensive this year too, as somebody's pointing out. So yeah, I don't know that, Mary, who you were sharing there. You'll be on your own again. What about your daughters, John Mark? Oh, John asked a good one. Let's all respond to this one for John. Okay. What's your favorite pie? What's your favorite pie? Because you guys are on, you see, we're on the food thing. So I know you guys love the food thing. So anyway, but what's your favorite pie? Okay, I'm going to listen to your guys's first, and then I'll tell you mine. We got apple, lemon meringue, pecan, mincemeat, pecan. Hi, Retort the 305. Thanks for checking in. Cherry, they say cherry. Rick says yes. Apple, appleberry. Oh my gosh, I got a whole bunch of pecan. Okay, pecan. Cherry with ice cream, banana, apple, key lime, lemon meringue. Oh my gosh. Pumpkin apple. Okay. Oh, you guys are in England or UK doing meat pies, aren't you? Yeah, we meant like American pies. That's cute though. I like looking at your things here. Pumpkin, key lime, coconut, peach, chocolate silk mousse. Yeah, yeah. I gotta say, my favorite pie that I've ever had is a French silk pie with a regular crust, not a graham cracker crust. Regular crust French silk pie is my absolute favorite pie. But remember, I haven't been as into chocolate now. So I don't know if it would still be my favorite. So I would say my second favorite is pecan pie. So, but I like a lot of pies. I think the only ones I don't like some of the fruit pies. I don't like peach pie. Sorry, I know some of you did. I don't like peach pie. I don't like I like blueberry, but I don't like a mixed berry pie. Um, and I'd say of the fruit pies, my favorite is cherry. So pumpkin pie, I love pumpkin pie, but I only like it like a couple times a year. Like I don't like it all the time. But I know, stay tuned. I know what happens when we get, that's what I mean. We got on the food thing and it happened innocently enough where somebody asked, what are you doing for Thanksgiving? And then we were off. Yeah. Bronwyn asked what the pie has in it. You mean French silk? It's like a chocolate, it's like a regular crust, a chocolate mousse kind of filling. It's not like chocolate pudding, it's almost like chocolate mousse. And then it has whipped cream on top with like chocolate shavings on it. Really light, but really good. Really good. Yes, exactly. Annie, you know what I'm talking about there. French silk. Yes. I know. Now this is what happens. Everybody gets hungry. And then it's my fault because you guys were talking about food on here and you got hungry. Yeah, Leah, cobbler's great too. I like cobblers. Yeah. No, Cody, I'm fine. I'm much better. I've still got stuff draining out. So I'm fine. Actually, pumpkin pie, if you guys haven't tried this already, pumpkin pie for breakfast is awesome. It makes such a good breakfast. Just saying. Not all pie is great for breakfast but I've had pumpkin pie for breakfast and I have to advocate for it. So just saying. Yes, vanilla ice cream makes a lot of pie better, of course. I know I do look excited when I talk about it. I've started eating better. My only sweet that I'm having, I mean, sweets I'm eating at all is Chobani yogurt. Oh no, I froze up again. Let's see if it corrects itself. I think pumpkin pie is a health food, John. I agree. I think pumpkin pie is, like I said, I don't eat it a lot. I only eat it usually in November, and maybe at Christmas I'll have it, but I don't eat it a lot. So when I do have it, I really appreciate it. Yeah, I'm glad I came back. We'll try to make it another 10, 15 minutes if we can. Oh, Sunzak's asking, is anyone traveling for the holidays? So chime in. I am not. You already know that. I'm here. So anybody else traveling for the holidays, let us know. Oh, Ciara, I'm sure sweet potato pie is better for you than pumpkin, but I like pumpkin better. Thanks, Ciara. Yeah, please hit the like button, guys. Let's get up to 125 likes. Yeah, Canada already had Thanksgiving. I know, Mercy. I think we might have had a live stream that day, and I know I wished people well. Happy Thanksgiving in Canada. Okay, somebody's going to Sweden right before Christmas. Okay, I got to scroll up. Maya is great. I don't know if you guys can see me still, hopefully. Grab Memories going from Georgia to Florida. Faye says no planes for me. Well, especially in the US right now, it's kind of dicey. The air traffic controllers are operating without pay, and they've had to cut back flights already. So Joellen is going to France for New Year's. Awesome. Red Tor says, I'm home, no travel for me this year. Fluffy's going to the US after Christmas. Yeah, I think flying within the US is going to be a disaster till everything gets back to somewhat normal. Katarina's going to London for Christmas. I'd always love to be in London for Christmas. Yes, we hope it ends, John Mark. Yes, I know. It's crazy. Ciara says, I will stay here in San Diego with my dad. Oh, he's on hospice again. Oh, I'm sorry. Prayers for your dad. I know that's got to be stressful. Suzanne says, I work at Macy's. If I travel, I'd probably lose my job. Yeah. I'm wondering if sales are going to be down this year because people just don't have the money in the US to spend, right now. So Poodle says, I like having Thanksgiving in New Zealand because it's summertime. Yeah, there you go. Jan's packing up the house, is moving to a condo. Fluffy's in England. Oh, I know, Mercy. I know. Oh, for anybody who has to fly for their business right now in the US, it's got to be very frustrating. Oh, sorry about your roommate, Pamela J. Oh, Ciara. I know it must be, I just know it must be difficult. You mean in the US, macadamia and a boycott for Black Friday shopping? I didn't hear about that. Yeah, Cynthia Sunflowers. That's what I was wondering when Jean-Marc said it, is what is fake chicken? You mean vegetarian, like that type of chicken, like where it's not real chicken? I didn't know what he meant either. Oh, chemical chicken from Walmart. Again, I don't know what chemical chicken is. You mean just the chicken in general? Well, in that case, it's all chemical chicken. So I know Cynthia and I are thinking the same thing here. Bronwyn, yeah, I know New Zealand, Australia don't celebrate Thanksgiving. I think I've shared with you guys before that Thanksgiving is one of my favorite holidays in the US because it's not about giving gifts and it's not about giving other people's, you have to, other than buying your food, you don't have to go out and buy a ton of stuff. And it's about getting together with people that you know and that you care about and giving thanks that you have what you have. I just love the principle of it, so. Oh, processed chicken and food that glows in the dark. Yeah, Jean-Marc, we have way more of that in the US than you guys do in Europe. I know that's true. I know that from when I was over there. So, yeah. Macadamian says chemical chicken is a great brand name. Oh, jeez. Talk about bad advertising, right? Oh my gosh. No, there's not as much processed food in most of Europe, so yeah, it's much more processed here. That's true. Okay, any other questions you guys have? We'll try to go a few more minutes if we have last minute questions. Let's get off the food if we can. Let's get off it. I don't want you guys after the stream running and going and getting food because this triggered you in some way. So let's try to. Oh, yes, like I was going to watch. I actually have that on my watch list, Soylent Green, because I haven't seen it in so long. Because I loved that movie in the 70s. And yeah, Soylent Green, that'll put you off food. That's for sure. Yeah. I think, Jean-Marc, I probably am. I'm just going to call them Monday morning because I can't call them on the weekend. They're not there. So I'll call Monday morning and cancel for Tuesday and reschedule. I just think it's not a good time. I don't feel good, the fact that I still have the tail end of this, and I don't want to cough in the dentist chair. And I don't want to worry about the ice on the roads Tuesday. So I think it's just bad timing, unfortunately. So Joni asked if I've ever thought of living in Greece. Well, I've certainly thought of going to Greece. I was one country over from that in Albania, and I couldn't go down to Greece because of the Schengen zone rule. So I'd love to go there. I don't know about living. I think it's too hot for me to live. I can't live in a hot country. I just can't. So I'd much rather be in a cold country. Ideally, somewhere in between those two extremes. But anyway. Oh, Ciara, well, we hope things go okay for you and your dad, and hope you get some good quality time with him. Asthenia? I don't know what you mean, HFC. Oh, Jean-Marc, it all depends on YouTube. I don't know if I can come back to Europe in 2026. Right now, I'm fighting for my life here on YouTube, so, and I've got plans. Oh, let me go ahead and make a couple of announcements in case we lose. So because I'm probably canceling my appointment Monday, there will be a live stream Tuesday. There will be a video out tomorrow. There will be another video out probably Thursday, and then a live stream next Saturday. I've already mapped out my videos I'm doing for the rest of November. So I'm really put a lot of thought into like what I wanted to touch on. There's going to be several videos dealing with estrangement. There's going to be several dealing with being alone for the holidays, or how if you're grieving during the holidays, things like that. So just stay tuned, watch out for those. John's asking if I ever helped feed the chickens or collect eggs. I did. My grandfather had a chicken farm, and I loved helping out. And I used to, there's nothing I like better than holding baby chicks. Baby chicks. It's like Zen to me. It's amazing. So yes, I took care of the chickens every time we would visit. Estonia. Oh, I'd love to go to Estonia, Mary. Yeah. Oh, I'm going to stay with it, Fluffy. It's just, a lot of channels are going through a downturn on YouTube right now. They just are. And I think it has a lot to do with the AI run algorithm on YouTube. I don't know if they're ever going to correct for that or not. I don't know. Honestly, when I basically hit over 30,000 subscribers, I thought, I'm not going to really have to worry as much now. Like, it's going to do fine. I mean, I don't know if it'll grow tons more, but I'm not going to have to really worry. But boy, even when you have over 30,000 subscribers, you still have to worry. So kind of sucky. And yeah. So anyway, always hit the like button. What you guys can do to help me that's totally free is hit the like button. Like right now, can we get to 150? And if you on my regular videos in particular, if you want to share them out, share them out. I don't know if they still have the hype button on there. If you can hype it. I don't think the hype thing has ever really helped me at this point, but you never know. It could. Um, Cynthia, you know somebody's making a living off of live 2 times a day? How many views are they getting? The only way they could be making a living is if they're getting a lot of views. Thanks, Fluffy. Because you don't get paid by your subs, you get paid by views. That's what you so it just depends on how many views you're getting. Yeah, then they may be getting maybe they're getting super chats, super thanks, things like that a lot. But that's I don't, you know, I never come on here and encourage that very much. I have a couple of times when I really needed to, but I'd rather, you know, most of my money comes from YouTube if possible. So yeah, Mercy, you would think, and yet they never really hyped out, they never really pushed out videos for me. So I'm not sure the hype thing is that effective. So I just got to hang in there, do what I've done all along, and then you know, come up with some better, you know, better videos for like topics and stuff, and then hopefully one of these days one will break through, and then that'll be the beginning of another surge. So anyway, yeah, Cynthia, I don't know. I don't know everybody's circumstance, so I don't really want to say one way or the other. Um, it depends on how low her rent is. But I know that I do need my YouTube money that I get from AdSense and stuff to like, you know, pay my living expenses. I mean, I can't live on just Social Security on what I have to pay right now. So, um, yeah. Yeah, my views were higher. They've come down it wasn't all at once. It's been very gradual. But especially since I came back to the US, the views have gone down. Jean-Marc, I tried that. That never did anything at one time. So I'm not a big believer that that's what does it. Um, I can't do that, Cynthia. I'm not a licensed therapist, so I can't work for BetterHelp. I don't have a license. So yeah, they were higher in Europe than they are now. Yes. But they have been gradually coming down this year. Like even see, I thought when I went to Europe, I thought it was going to take off. And it was okay for a while, but it really didn't do that. So Leah, yeah, I get people asking for me to do sponsorships, but the problem with that is I'm not going to do it unless I really believe in the product. I've only done one sponsorship the whole time I've been on YouTube. So I'm still considering that, but I have to get the right offer. No, I can't get licensed again. It would take me 2, 3 years. And I'd have to basically go back to work to get licensed. I'm not going through that again. So yeah, Rick, yeah, do that. That would be great. Yeah. Oh, that's how she's making the money then, Cynthia. Okay, now I get it. So she's doing her live streams to promote consultations, and then she's making the money from consultations. That makes sense. Okay. Yeah. Well, I've considered doing that on this channel. I just haven't done it yet, where I was going to do like a life coaching kind of thing, not like intensive psychotherapy or anything, but just, you know, basically because I have a master's degree in counseling psychology. So I just am not a licensed behavioral therapist. So I was going to do that. So yeah, that is probably the way to make extra money. Yeah. So I'm gonna probably. I actually had a couple people that already had told me they wanted if whenever I did it, they wanted to do it. So anyway, yeah, yeah. Thank you, Jean-Marc, for saying that. It's not so much that about selling your soul to the devil. It's just that I just don't want to. I don't want to back something that I'm not 100% behind. Like that's just you know. Hi, Caroline from Sweden, or Carolyn. Thanks, Cynthia. Thank you, Cynthia. Well, send me an email through my Elder Gal business, and that way I'll know to contact you whenever I don't know if I'll have it set up before Christmas. It might be the first of the year, but yeah, that's true, John. Thanks, Cynthia, that you do that. Jean-Marc, I've been offered a lot of like little tiny companies that honestly I don't even remember the names of. But I have gotten like I've gotten offers from major companies, like probably about 5 or 6 major companies. But I got some of them when I was still in Europe and I couldn't take advantage of them then. So I'm not going to say who they are, but they're major sponsors. I don't still think I'd make a lot of money because they base it on your views. And because I'm not getting a lot of views, I still wouldn't make big money doing it. So it is. Having a sense of community is wonderful, Rick. That's why I love doing this. That's why I love doing the live streams, even though I deal with this horrible internet fluctuations. Daughter of Earth, it just depends on how much rent you have to pay or mortgage, and everybody needs a different amount every month, depending on what they have to pay. I do have memberships, LSI. I have channel memberships on here. I just haven't pushed them. But yeah, you can be a member of the channel. And I have, I think, 6 or 7 members right now. So if you would like to look into membership, I'm going to be adding more stuff to the memberships. That's why I haven't really pushed it so far. But yeah, I'm happy if you'd like to. I have one person on our live is a member. She was in here. So Fluffy, you are a Zimmer Frame sponsor. I don't know what Zimmer Frame is. Thanks, Annie. Well, I don't really want to do group therapy, but you mean for the memberships? It's not going to be group therapy, but yeah, eventually on both Patreon and actually my memberships, once I get enough people, we can do like, like limit it to maybe 15 people, but do like an actual Zoom call live where we go on and we do Zoom. And that way everybody can see each other and talk to each other. And I would love doing that. It's not going to really be therapy per se, but it'd really be a good way to do like build a community. So yeah. Yeah, I do plan that, John Mark, but probably not till January. I got a lot to set up to get that to work. And plus people have to sign up because it would be included in like if you sign up for Patreon or memberships or whatever. But I'd have to have at least, 12 to 15 people each time that could join in to really make it fun, I think, for everybody. Um, Oh yeah, it is a lot of work, Sierra. I've got a whole lot of irons in the fire right now. I don't talk about it a lot on here, but yeah, I got a lot of irons in the fire. You got to do a lot of work. If you're not just having like massive views on your normal videos, you have to do a lot of work to keep this going. So yeah, I have thought about the print on demand HFC, but that's not a big, I know it sounds weird, but it's not a big money maker for unless you have thousands and thousands of people buying your stuff. And I don't think that's what it would be yet. So I've kind of held off on that one a bit. Yeah. Yeah, I got a lot of things to get moving. So that's right, Ciara. New year, new attitude. Absolutely. Yes, let's have Lucy say a word. Hola. I guess if I put her in front of my mouth, I could pretend she's the one talking. See, I speak English without an accent. I don't have any Spanish accent, although I'm from Peru. And I just lost a subscriber by doing that. You know that, right? Yeah, because they go, that's really stupid. Why would you talk to an animal? Okay, it's not an animal, it's Lucy. And she's offended by that. You don't like being called an animal, do you? No, she does not. Yeah. Well, she is my buddy. Did you know that llamas are herd animals and they get lonely if they're alone? So it's a good thing I'm here for her, is all I'm saying. I am her herd. I am part of her herd. Yes, HFC. That's the funniest thing today. Protect Lucy from ice raids. Absolutely. She has no papers. I'm just saying. Okay. She's right here. Don't you dare try to take her from me. Oh, of course, if you want Lucy to be in on the Zoom call, she will be in on the Zoom calls. Oh, goodness, goodness, goodness. No, I don't think they actually do, Fluffy, but you know what? You either got to laugh or cry sometimes right now with what's going on. So, you know, but she is from Peru and she did come into the US illegally, is all I'm saying. Poor little Lucy. Yeah. Joni, I am in my astrological sign right now. I am in the last second of Scorpio, literally. Like you couldn't be more on the edge of the end of Scorpio than I am. Probably will be doing a live stream on my birthday, which is a Saturday, which is the 22nd. So it'll be a special birthday live stream. Oh, Rick, that's funny. I know of a tarot reader who raises dogs, and one of hers has his own tarot reading channel. I know. There you go. Oh, that reminds me, another announcement. Thank you, Rick, for commenting and prompting my brain to work there. For those of you who have watched my Elder Gal Spirit channel, yes, I would consider a song for Thanksgiving, Annie, if my voice is perfectly fine by then. I would consider that. I also might be putting music up on, that might be another incentive for the memberships and stuff. I might be doing stuff only, but then there's going to be probably going to take 2 months and not have a video on there. There's going to be a 2-month break. I'm recalibrating that channel and because it's not getting a lot of views right now. And I'm recalibrating it and I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do yet, but it will come back in a different, I mean, it'll still be related to spiritual stuff, but yeah, it'll be, so anyway, there will be a video Friday for those of you who watch it. And then there won't be, and I'll announce it on there as well. But anyway. Fluffy, my birthday's the day before your birthday. Is that what you're saying? Yours is the 23rd. That means you're a Sagittarius. I'm a Sagittarius rising. So I'm like I've told people on here that I'm the most weird combination because I am so at the end of Scorpio that I'm a Scorpio Sagittarian, but my rising sign is split between Sagittarian and Capricorn. So I'm a Scorpio Sag Cap. I'm all three. I claim all three is all I'm saying here. Yeah. And the Sag part of me is the part that loves traveling. It really is. You know, Sagittarians are the known travelers. They love traveling. So, yeah. Cynthia, that's great. You love your Sag rising. Yes, Pamela, it will be a reincarnated channel. It's not dying. It's just being reincarnated. Well, yeah, we'll see how that goes. But, well, happy fellow birthday to other Scorpios on here, like Travels Addict. Oh, in the Chinese calendar, you're a rat, HFC. I was born in the year of the horse. which is so appropriate because I've always loved horses. Fluffy's a Sag with Scorpio overlap. There you go. Zaza's an Aries with Sagittarius rising. You know, Sagittarius is also a fire sign. So the Aries Sagittarius combo is really good because you have a lot of fire. There you go. Yeah, this is good. Now, see, we get to end today on the sun signs here. Oh, happy birthday, Toby. You just had a birthday. Ciara's a Pisces. I love Pisces. My dad was a Pisces. No, an Ichi spirit will still exist, just not for a couple of months. Jean-Marc's a Leo. That does not surprise me, Jean-Marc, at all. You are fire. Yes, there you go. Zaza, heavy duty Sagittarius. I would say, it's really weird, but there's obviously there's value in every sun sign. Every sun sign has things that are wonderful about that particular character. And I do believe in sun signs. I really do. I mean, I am not an astrologer. I can't do charts and all that. But I really do believe that there are certain characteristics that are there depending on your sun sign. And I've seen it. I've been able to guess people's sun sign just by being around them, like for a few hours or something like that. It's very interesting that there are characteristics that are really dominant in each one. So we all have value. We all create a whole, which is good. And okay, don't use the F word, Jean-Marc. Just saying. That's funny though. Oh yeah, the male of a sun sign is different from females of the sun sign. There are distinct differences in how that sun sign characteristics present in each one. Absolutely. Cynthia says, I'm so blunt, people have thought I have autism. Yeah, well, that's interesting because, I mean, before people were talking about autism, obviously. But yeah, certain sun signs are more blunt. And I think you're referring to the Sagittarius part there. Was that what you were referring to? Yeah, my Capricorn self, which is it's interesting about Capricorns. A lot of you are saying, oh, I don't like Capricorns. I don't get along with Capricorns. I have to say this, if I have any Capricorns here, which may not want to identify themselves. There you go, Poodle Paws. Happy birthday coming up January 1st. That was my grandfather's birthday. I don't say this because I have a little Capricorn in me either as well. It's that I admire Capricorns. And the reason I'm telling you this is that Capricorns are one of the strongest sun signs. I mean, they are tough. They will outlast most people in whatever kind of crisis it is or issue it is or whatever. They are tough people. And I like them because they tend to be pretty honest. Not blunt, like just blurted out honest, but they tend to be pretty honest people. And they're steady, they're grounded. It's an earth sign. They're grounded people. So even before I knew I had a little Cap in me, I always gravitated to Capricorns. I did. Because there was something about them. And yeah, they can be more pessimistic, but that's just being realistic sometimes. Remember, I have that realistic side. That's the Cap in me. That's the Cap in me. Thank you so much, Sylvia. Appreciate that. You're super thanks there. Yeah, it's the honesty in me. It's really very Capricorn. And the fact that I'm sorry, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. We're going to be real. That's and bossy. You're right, Nave, and bossy. I have been called bossy. So I know I have that trend in me. But I embrace it because you know what? It's not a mean bossy. I don't intend to be mean to people. It's just that's who I am. So I like Capricorns, and I know they're not for everybody, but just saying. But I also love me my Sagittarians. So who are just say it like it is, but they're happier. The happier side of me is my Sag side. That's the happy side. So anyway, the Taurus like a know-it-all. Okay, well, your earth signs, okay, are your Taurus, your Virgo, and your Capricorn, okay? And all of them get a bad rap at times because they're often not as fun as the other signs. That's all I'm saying, you know. But they're good people. Again, they're grounded. I like grounded people. So anyway. I know, Sad, you're so optimistic, Cynthia. I know, that's what I mean. It's interesting that that's my rising sign primarily, because as you get older, you're supposed to actually you start merging more into your rising sign than you do your birth sign. And thank you, Fluffy Bottom. Oh, I said your whole name that time. It is cute, actually. If that was your cat. Anyway, thank you very much. But yeah, I love the Sagittarian part of me. I've never actually met a Sagittarian I didn't like. I never have met a Sagittarian I didn't like. Absolutely. Never even. Good people. My great aunt was a Sagittarian. My last boyfriend, my real relationship was a Sagittarian. I've had several friends that were Sagittarians. My aunt was my mother's sister was a Sagittarian, and I loved them all. Just loved them. So I was thinking the other day, I will end on this cute little story. This is a great story about a Sagittarian, what they can do. Let's get those likes up there so that I can tell this cute story. Let's get above 190. Well, actually, let's get above. We can't get above 200 because we only have 180 people in here. Anyway, although we could. Anyway, my last boyfriend was a Sagittarian, and we used to have the most fun together. We could go out on a day's outing, and he just brought out the best in me because we both our Sagittarian sides just we just meshed, I guess is the word. And so this one time when we were still living in Washington State, it was probably maybe, I don't know, a year into our relationship, maybe less. So it wasn't right in the very beginning. But he said, oh, it was in the winter. And he said, let's go ice skating. Because I had ice skated when I was younger, not competitively or anything, but I knew how to ice skate. So we go to this rink and we're the only ones there. It's in the daytime, but it is open. And so we get the skates and we go and we skate, both of us a little bit, but my ankles got really tired really fast. And I was like, I'm going to go sit down for a while. And he says, well, I'm going to keep skating. And so I'm sitting there watching him, and he's not a good skater at all. Like he's barely, amazingly not falling, right? But he's out there doing a whole clown routine for me, like pretending he's going to fall. And he does these moves like he's in the Olympics. But it's just so funny. I could not stop laughing. And that is so typical of a Sagittarius. Absolutely typical. A Sagittarius they will really make you laugh when they're just being so outrageously silly. And he never did fall down. He came really close, but he never did fall down. And he just made my day. I was I already, loved him, but it was that day was wow. So, yeah. So if you need somebody to bring a little fun to your life, bring in a Sagittarian, is all I'm saying. Of course, that would be partly me. Anyway, on that note, let's wrap it up. We did this almost an hour and a half, even with the buffering, even with the problems with the other stream. We got it to work. Anyway, thank you guys for being here. I hope you have a good rest of your weekend. There will be a video out tomorrow, so look for that. And yeah, Fluffy says, I get told to be more serious at work. Yeah, I think that happened to me when I was younger too. Like, of course, I think I was sillier when I was younger in some respects than I am now. Life has beaten my little sad self. So we got to bring her back. This has been a good talk. Thanks, guys. Anyway, and then yeah, I'll do a live Tuesday unless you hear otherwise. I'll let you know either way. If you see an announcement on Monday that there's a live Tuesday, then you know that's happening. Nave says my Sag daughter's at Ireland right now. Go. That's wonderful. I know. Well, I am a little silly. I do have a companion llama. Come on. That's 100% silly, isn't it? Okay. Anyway, thank you all. Thank you. You guys made it fun today. Appreciate it. You carry the fun with you the rest of your day, please. And get one more like on there. I'm at 199. Come on. Somebody has not hit the like button. Let's just hit it. One more. Jean-Marc, Lucy better not show up on a poster or anything like that, like a wanted poster. Daughter versus the llama's too silly for me. Well, I'm sorry. Oh, we just boosted right up to 205. That was great. Yeah, we did a little of everything. Anyway, take care, all of you. Bye.